About 2 weeks ago now, Chungotron and I went and saw the Minecraft movie in theaters on opening night, April 7th. I know this video is coming out a little bit late, but bear with me, I actually didn't intend on making a video about the Minecraft movie, but I'm running a little low on content ideas, and if I'm gonna have enough videos to post every week until the end of the school year, I'm gonna need to make this video. And let me just preface that if it seems like I'm saying a lot of the same stuff that Chungotron said about the movie, that's because we both went into the theater with the same expectations and left with the same opinions. His video will be in the top right corner and will also be in the description below. I definitely recommend checking out his video, it's really funny. But like I said, we both went into the theater with the exact same expectations and left with the same opinions. Going into it, I thought it wasn't necessarily going to be bad, but it wasn't going to be really good either. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be mid either. I thought that it was just going to be a smidge or a hair, if you will, better than mid, ever so slightly better than mid, and it basically was just that. In case you haven't already seen the movie, I'll just go ahead and give you a brief basic rundown. Basically, Steve, played by Jack Black, is this guy who's a bit creative and wants to escape his vanilla corporate life. As he said himself, as a kid, he yearned for the mines. So that's exactly what he did. He went to the mines and found two precious artifacts that when put together open the overworld portal, the portal that leads to the Minecraft overworld. And that's basically Steve's introductory subplot. Steve is not the main character in the Minecraft movie. Rather, he acts as a guide for the actual main protagonist, Henry, who's bullied because he's also a little artsy, and also the side protagonists, Henry's sister Natalie, their landlord Dawn, and some ex-Street Fighter pro Garrett and the garbage man Garrison. Garrett, being the washed-up old man he is, was not a pro gamer and broke one of the two artifacts which were needed to open the overworld portal to get everyone back to the real world. As they undergo the night cycle and almost die, Steve comes to save the day and also compliments Henry on building a really cool fort as his first build, which he had to make under intense pressure. Steve tells the diverse gang that they need to go to the Woodland Mansion to get the spare of the other artifact, which will then allow them to get home. Lo and behold, Malgosha, the piglin leader in the Nether, gets a hold of the Orb of Dominance, which will allow her to get to the overworld and exploit its resources, ultimately destroying the overworld. Another tale or two and skip a few, the gang gets the artifact needed to get them back to the real world, and the Orb of Dominance is recovered, and Malgosha is ultimately defeated. That was an insanely sloppy retelling of the Minecraft movie that I just came up with off the top of my head. There are so many details missing from it. If you really want to understand it, you're just gonna have to see the Minecraft movie for yourself. But like I was saying, it was exactly how Chungo and I imagined it was gonna be. It wasn't mid. It was just ever so slightly better than mid. And for that reason, like Chungo, I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. And like I said, it wasn't necessarily bad, and if you're someone like me who grew up on Minecraft, I definitely recommend going and seeing this movie because of the culture behind it. For us gamers, Minecraft is extremely culturally significant. I went and saw the Minecraft movie not just because I wanted to, but because I felt like I had to. I felt as though it was my duty to see this movie. Had I not fulfilled my duty of seeing the Minecraft movie, there probably would have been some sort of disturbance in the universe, ultimately ending the world as we know it collapsing. But anyway, for what it was, the Minecraft movie was actually pretty decent. It wasn't the most enticing thing ever, but that's because it is truly and purely a kid's movie. This is a movie for kids, and not necessarily one of the ones that are made so that not only is it enjoyable for kids, but for adults too. For this reason, the Minecraft movie shouldn't be taken too super seriously. IMDb gave it a 6 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 47%, and Metacritic gave it a 45%. Note, however, that 84% of quote Google users liked the Minecraft movie. Like I said, this movie really shouldn't be taken too seriously. If anyone is telling you not necessarily that the movie wasn't good, but that it was bad, chances are they're looking in at this movie through the wrong window. Like I said, for what it was pretty good, and I think it does have a pretty decent bit to show for. The very first thing that I noticed was the CGI. The animation in CGI, which mind you is like 90% of the movie, seeing as most of the movie is spent in the Minecraft overworld, was absolutely astonishing. I kept telling Chungotron after the movie that I think the Minecraft movie is gonna have to win some sort of award for effects or cinematography, because it truly was amazing how well the real-life characters were placed into an almost entirely CGI world. In my opinion, the movie was written really well. The writing was not flat at all. And regardless of the movie not being the most enticing thing ever, it did have its really cool moments, most notably the crafting scene when Steve introduces Henry and Garrett to crafting. That whole scene, in my opinion, was really cool, and I think a lot of other people think so too. For me, most notably besides that was the moment Henry snaps out of being possessed by the Enderman in the Woodland Mansion. Something about the CGI and the animation and the suspense and the audio work in that moment, to me, made that moment really cool. Another thing the Minecraft movie had to show for was how well the team behind the movie understood Minecraft, and also how they understood the community behind Minecraft as well. A lot of the movie was actually just the mechanics of Minecraft implicitly being explained as the gang kept going further and further along their journey. But another really cool moment, and probably one of the most important moments in the movie, at least to us watching it or to the Minecraft community, was when a pig wearing a crown walks past the gang. Henry asks if he's a king, and Steve says, no, he's a legend. I still remember the awe that rang through the theater at that specific sequence in the movie. I really liked the characters, and somehow they actually made Jack Black as Steve work. I really liked how the characters just naturally were really nice to each other, if that makes sense. When Garrett first met Henry, he had a sense of compassion for Henry and tried to be his mentor and motivator. And of course, when everyone met Steve, he acted as their guide, helping them navigate through the overworld and get them back to the real world. I thought the friendly chemistry shared between all the characters was really nice. The only character that didn't really make sense to me was Dawn, the landlord. For most of the movie, the characters were split into two groups, the first being Steve, Garrett, and Henry, and the second being Natalie and Dawn. Dawn was one of the main protagonists, but it didn't really seem like her part was all that big. At least to me, she didn't really seem to be that pertinent and do much at all for the story, but apparently she did, seeing as she's one of the main protagonists. I wish that at the end Malgosha was shown mercy by the gang and allowed to be creative without being made fun of, which, if you didn't already know, that's why she's the bad guy, because she was being made fun of for her dancing. Even though the ending didn't go that way, it still was a good ending. Overall, I thought the Minecraft movie was pretty good for what it was. It's a kid movie, and nothing really more than that. It shouldn't be taken too seriously. Regardless, I did enjoy it, and walking out of the theater, I actually wanted to see the movie again. I've been invited to see the movie again by various people, so maybe I'll see it in theaters again, but at the same time, I don't really want to have to pay ticket prices again, especially when it costs the exact same to see it in theaters as it does to get the movie on Blu-ray. But for some reason, I really wanted to see the Minecraft movie for a second time when I was walking out of the theaters. If you want to, go see the movie. If you don't want to, then don't. I saw the movie out of sincerity and thought it was okay. A lot of people, though, are going to see it out of irony because of the memes. If you're a pro Minecrafter like me, chances are you're going to want to see this movie. We've been waiting for something like this for a very long time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, smash that like button, and also while you're down there, click that subscribe button, hit that bell, so you never miss another video by me. I plan on making more commentary and gaming related videos, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.